The first opera that I have to tell you about here is this production of Verdi's opera AIDA, being put on by the Paris National Opera. It's live streamed on Paris Opera Play. It is not free of charge. It will cost you 14 euros and 90 cents, or they're offering right now, currently, a 1-week free subscription, which you can cancel when the week is coming to an end. So you can watch this for free today, exceptionally. So let me take you through this, tell you a little bit more about each of the performers and the conductor and the director, so that you have the background. I'm not a musicologist. I am not an opera expert. I'm not going to pretend to tell you things like that. But well, wait, before I tell you anything else, wait, let me back up. What is this opera about? Okay, who is AIDA? AIDA is an Ethiopian princess who is being held captive in Egypt in this story. Okay, now she has fallen in love with a general, an Egyptian general, Radames, and he is in love with her. So far, so good? No, because then Egypt is going to war with Ethiopia, and the general Radames is chosen to lead that war, putting AIDA in a conflictual situation between her personal love for the general and her national love for her country. It's love and duty, which is, that's such a classic traditional conflict. You find it all over French tragedy. You find that in Corneille and Racine. It's always, well, here's my duty and here's my love. Anyway, so and now that I've mentioned you, and I'm not going to tell you more, because if you really know opera, you know the rest of the story. And if you don't really know opera, I don't want to ruin the rest of the story for you. Okay, so here is the conductor. The conductor is Michel Mariotti. He was for a decade the conductor and musical director in Bologna, in Italy, at the Teatro Comunale, which does a lot of opera. And I think they live stream some of their operas with that group of half a dozen Italian opera companies, which live stream on a regular basis. And they'll be doing so later this month of October, and we'll be telling you about them. Anyway, he moved over to the Rome Opera in 2022, where he's the music director. He has directed at the Paris National Opera before, the Puritans in 2013, Traviata a couple of times, Les Huguenots, Don Pasquale. He conducted AIDA here about 4 years ago, La Bohème in 2023. This year, he's going to be conducting at the Rome Opera, Simone Boccanegra, Tosca, Sœur Angélique, and The Prisoner by Luigi Dalla Piccola. And then he'll be doing Norma at the Vienna States Opera House. He's a top-of-the-line conductor. Now, no surprise there in bringing him in to conduct this, especially since he's conducted this before at the Paris Opera House. Here is your surprise, is your stage director, who is Iranian-born artist and filmmaker, a New Yorker now, into photography, video, film, and, by the way, opera. And her name is Shirin Neshat, and she's done 3 feature films: Women Without Love in 2009, which won a Silver Lion for Best Director at the Venice Film Festival, Looking for Kultum, and then most recently Land of Dreams back in 2021, which also premiered at the Venice Film Festival. Her first opera was AIDA. She staged it at the Salzburg Festival in 2017 and 2022. So although she's, not steeped in opera, she's fairly steeped in AIDA. And her version of AIDA is about, how do I put this, very much concerned with power relationships and with feminist aspects of the story, which AIDA is plunged into. Now I want to tell you about here is your AIDA in today's production. It's um, it's Seoa Hernandez. And about her, I wanted to, the Figaro has blessed this production, saying La voix homogène et cuivrée de soprano dramatique de Seoa Hernandez rend toute justice au rôle titre avec une belle discipline musicale. And translated, that can be translated as the pure and brassy voice of dramatic soprano Seoa Hernandez, although instead of brassy, I might say brilliant, does full justice to the title role with impressive musical discipline. She's a regular in places like La Scala, Vienna Opera House, the Paris Opera House, the Bavarian one, the Staatsoper den Linden in Berlin, Teatro Real in Madrid, et cetera, et cetera. The Spaniards gave her the gold medal of fine arts. They gave her, and she won the Lyric Oscar for Best Female Voice in 2016, Best Soprano of the Year 2021 by the Spanish Opera Association, etc. And at the Paris National Opera, previously she sang the title role of Tosca. Yeah, the interesting thing is that last Sunday, the principal tenor role was at the Vienna States Opera was a Polish tenor, and once again today it's going to be a Polish tenor. It's Piotr Beksawa playing Radames, the Egyptian general. And like Seoa Hernandez, he's a regular too, top of the line at places like the New York Met, where he's played the Prince in Rusalka, he's played Edgardo in Lucien de Lammermoule, he's played Rodolfo in La Bohème, Des in Manon, as well as the title roles in Romeo and Juliet and Faust for the New York Metropolitan Opera. Need I say more? I mean, I could tell you what he's done with other opera houses, but if that's not enough for you, then that's, it's never going to be enough for you. So what else can I tell you? He won Singer of the Year award from Echo Classics in 2014. 2019, they made him a Kammersänger at the Vienna State Opera, and Katowice Music Academy gave him an honorary PhD back in 2022. Here at the Paris National Opera, he's done Tamina and the Magic Flute. He's done Lenski and Eugene Onegin. He's done the title role in Werther and Faust and Lohengrin and Labo, etc. So top of the line, very experienced tenor in that key role of the general. Then in the role of Amneris, we have Eve Maud Hubeau, whose name is spelled two different ways, and the French way is Hubeaux, the way the word waters is spelled, but very often it gets spelled Hubot because it takes less room up on the printed page. She's from Geneva originally, got her training in at the Rhine Opera in Strasbourg. Let's see what else. At the Paris National Opera, she's been in a slew of things. Rosenkavalier, Don Carlos, Wojciech, Madame Butterfly, Suzuki, Gertrude in Hamlet, the High Priestess in La Vestale last year. That was live streamed. Frika in Das Rheingold. And so she's another, a real veteran of the Paris National Opera. Also does a fair amount of singing at the Théâtre des Champs-Élysées here in Paris. So a regular here on the French stages. And then finally in the fourth role is Roman Burdenko. He's Russian born, about a decade ago, started winning a lot of singing competitions in Monaco, in Moscow, in Paris, in Beijing, in Amsterdam. It's the kind of cursus you have to, if you don't know about opera, when opera singers are starting out, and musicians in general, you have to win competitions to get to sort of earn your spurs. This year, he'll be playing the title role in the Scottish, the opera based on the Scottish play. I'm an old actor. I never say the name of that play. It's bad luck. At the Zurich Opera House, he'll be playing Carlo Gerard in André Chénier at the Berlin Opera House. Count Tomsky and the Queen of Spades and Iago at the opera, the Royal Opera in Wallonie, which is part of Belgium, and Giorgio Germain at the Paris Opera. In the past, he's played Baron Scarpia in Tosca, and I think it was Tosca that they did last week at the Vienna State Opera, the title role in Rigoletto, and Michel in Il Trittico this year already. So this is the lineup that you have for this week's live stream opera, which we're happy to let you know is happening. That's that. I can commend it to you. The Figaro thought it was all right. Enjoy.